What's up, Weekend Warrior Project? Recording to you on my iPhone 11. See how that goes. The first time using it. Today, I'm going to be installing the short shifter for my car. I got the Hurst short shifter, and we'll just kind of take a look at what all comes in the box and the packaging. That's actually really well done. Yeah, we'll take a look at that. Packaging is really nice. Okay, so in the box, you get the short shifter. It comes with a shift knob and a little cap that goes over the top of that. This is the shifter plate that's going to go attached to the actual shifter arm under the hood, not in the car itself. This is the actual shifter itself. Comes with a nice extra 10 horsepower and the instructions as well. Now, eventually, I would really like to do the transmission upgrade package that Mountoon does, but that's where you take your transmission to either like a Ford dealership or a transmission shop, and they actually, you take your car and they take the transmission off, and then they mail it to Mountoon, and what Mountoon will do is replace all of your gears and synchros with carbon, I think it's carbon synchros, and they'll do a bunch of other stuff, but they'll also install a limited slip differential if you opt for it. That's obviously going to be a little bit more for the package, but if they've got your transmission open, then I don't know. To me, it seems like it'd be worth it. Eventually, I will do that, and then everything shifting related will be done to this car. But as it sits right now, I've got I've done the, like I said earlier, the Ronin factory shift bushings, and I've done a weighted shift knob. I'm not sure I totally like the weighted shift knob. It sort of neutralizes the feel of the Ronin factory bushings, but I'll get into that a little bit later. Now, as far as the install goes, I'm not necessarily going to film that process. There's a really great video on CJ Pony Parts. I'll put that card up here. But yeah, this is really more so to be a review of how this shifter works compared to the stock one with like a weighted shift knob. So here we go. All right, so I got to the portion of this where I'm gonna take the intake out and put on the short shift adapter plate, but then I noticed my car has been smoking. Look at that. Somehow there's a cigarette butt in the intake box. Alice, you're in trouble. And here, just to give maybe a little bit of perspective, this is a before. The one thing I'll say, it feels very clunky, squishy going into gear. It's not terrible compared to what it was before. The Ronin factory shift bushings made a huge difference, but you can feel it. The bushings that are in the shifter itself right now. So for comparison, there you go. Supposedly it's going to shorten the throws. It does have really long throws, but we'll see. Hopefully that gets changed by this new kit. Okay, now this is post install. I don't know if you'll be able to tell the difference in the video, but I can really tell the difference already. Like this is, that's third gear, that's fourth gear. The travel is like way shorter, you can feel it for sure. I'm interested to see how the video turns out to do the comparison. There it is. I'll do a side-by-side comparison here next. All right, well, we got the short shifter installed, so we're gonna go for some first impressions. First of all, coming out or going into first gear, totally different. You can tell it's awesome.
get a little bit of... I got used to that. So it's definitely different. I'm really liking how short it is though. So on the Hurst short shifter, when you install it, there are 3 different levels. I went with the highest one, so this is the shortest throw. And when I say the highest, I mean there's 3 holes on it, going from top to bottom. The very top one is the shortest throw, and the very bottom one is the longest throw. This shifter is incredible. Wow. It's I'm a fan, big fan. Over stock, it is so much shorter. It does feel like a good, like, I don't know. The closest thing I can compare it to, and I mean it's not an exact, but it does feel a lot like something out of a Corvette or the GT350. So, I was gonna swap out the heavier shift knob. I was gonna shift out the heavier shift knob for the Hurst one because it's a little bit lighter, but it's the Hurst one is heavier than like the factory one. The factory one's, I mean, it's really basically just a piece of plastic. But with just the Ronin factory shift bushings in the transmission up front, it just felt like it felt great with the stock shift knob. But then I put the weighted one on, and I think it's like, if I remember correctly, I think it was either 600 or 800 milligrams. But ooh, man! So I was going from third to second. It's super. Oh man, that's really good. Man, it's like I've heard the bolt action rifle analogy before, and I would say that this definitely fits into that stereotype. Really good shifts, very precise. It's not clunky. It sort of like notches into place. How to describe it notching into place? I don't know, but it's if I had to give this, well, let's just say I would definitely buy this again if I had to replace my Focus ST. This is totally worth it. Highly recommend. Hurst short shift knob for the Focus ST for sure. Big fan.